Hey everyone, we're going to be doing a reading for Kaya, Hasan's dog. Um, I love dogs. I used to have an old dog. He had joint problems, and we did the best we could to put like a bunch of padded mats all over the floor so that he could be able to walk freely around the house, because the idea of him not being able to do that was incredibly sad. So I thought I'd just throw that out there. But, we're going to just see what the cards say about Kaya. You know what? I want to reverse these a little more. But otherwise, it's a bit of a fresh deck. I haven't been reversing these cards a lot until very recently because of my Hermes contact. But, we'll get into that later. So just like a general vibe for Kaya. What are we feeling here? How's Kaya feeling right now? Reverse Knight of Swords. It means restlessness and kind of like even like uncontrollable restlessness, uncontrollable energy and stuff. At least that's how Hasan seems to look at her. So I do want some clarification. Let's add a little bit to this. What else? What can we get from that? Restlessness over what? What are we looking at over here? Okay. All right, so we have the Star, and we have the Hermit, which, what is the Hermit holding? But isn't that the Star in its hands? Well, this is very interesting stuff. Let me set my shit on fire. All right, so what I would say, if we look at it in order, I'm trying to not be biased. I do love dogs, so it may sound that way, But, Hasan, there's a side to every story, and Hasan could be right. Maybe Kaya is just a big baby, and she just cries all the time, and he's learned to tune it out, like how some parents do with children that cry all the time. So Knight of Swords, upside down would be restlessness, and Kaya's feeling restless, got a lot of energy. It's got a lot of thoughts, a lot of things that she wants to do. A lot of things that she wants to do. But otherwise contained in one spot. All right. What does Kaya think of Hasan? We'll pull two cards for that. And we'll see if we need clarifications. But I think two cards for that. Okay, so we got reverse Six of Swords, all right, and we got let's see, what do we got here? A reverse Sun. So reverse Six of Swords is just feeling trapped and cornered and not being able to, it's sort of like a reverse Page or reverse Knight, or, like we're talking about someone who feels stuck, not able to move. And reverse Sun would be like depression and just not really knowing what the fuck to do about it. All right, but you know what? You see, maybe y'all can view it in a different way. Who knows? Let's try to ask one more question, and perhaps that means something else. Hasan, what does Hasan think of Kaya? Okay. Four of Wands, and this is the last card on the deck. Four of Coins. Okay. So this is an interesting combo to get, because Four of Wands is more positive and Four of Coins is more negative. Four of Wands is, hey, time to enjoy what you got. Let's get together and enjoy what you got. Celebrate. And then Four of Coins is like, it's in the most positive sense, it can be seen as like you're someone who's very trying to maintain stability. Which I can kind of see that, like, the whole reason why he wants her in one spot is because it's good for his stream, right? but it also really demonstrates like being a control freak. A four of coins is a bit of a control freak. Someone who's a bit like they just really want to have a material, physical power over something else. So I do think he, loves the dog in the way that, many people who see dogs as just ornaments, they love their ornaments, right? But it's really about what it gives to him, like financially, physically, like materially. And otherwise, it's no more than an ornament. It's a decoration for him. So, I know if there's any Hasan fans, I don't want y'all to be left with that kind of. I know it kind of sounds bad, right? The cards. This is the trickster deck, right? And I think tricksters have more affinity towards dogs, so there could be bias here. I mean, maybe dogs are supposed to be ornaments, and human beings should be okay with that whenever they see someone tell their dog to just stay in one spot forever. But how can we wrap this up? Like, just to wrap up, 2 cards, all right? We're going to get 2 cards out. And we'll do... We got the 2 of Swords. And we got the 8. So reverse 2 of Swords and a reverse Strength tells me indecision and weakness. The indecision, the indecisiveness, let's say, would be it comes from the fact that there are too many choices. In 2 of Swords, I mean, sometimes when I get a 2 of anything, I like to draw more cards, or 2 cards, and kind of see, like, is it down to 2 choices, or, like, what are the 2 overall choices? Sometimes I'll do that. Maybe we can get a little something out of that. But in general, I kind of feel like, without even looking at these clarifications, we'll just pull these to the side over here. Another 2. But these 2 cards tell me that Hasan doesn't know what would actually be the right move at this point. There's just too many factors at play, and he can't ignore it, but he can't address it honestly because he's already been kind of like caught. Like, at first he tried to blame it on one thing, and then he said something else, but now people are calling out another thing, and it's like, if you're caught in a lie, assuming that he lied, you don't really want, you're kind of fucked, right? I mean, there's not really much recovery other than to hope that your fans don't care, right? It's the same thing with Elon Musk getting caught cheating at Path of Exiles 2. Like, the idea of cheating at games is kind of more I think abusing dogs is horrible, right? I mean, but cheating at games is like a bizarre. It's bizarre. It doesn't even make sense, especially if you have $400 billion. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. But we got 2 of Coins, and we got the Knight of Wands as the clarification, like maybe as far as the choices. And the Knight of Wands, okay, so in some sense, I would say that the 2 of Coins is saying, you should just try to handle this in a moderate way. Just try to hear out everyone and give your take, but also try to be honest. I mean, 2 of Coins doesn't plead for honesty necessarily, but I think that would be part of the balance, because I don't think you can be balanced and lying at the same time. But Knight of Wands is the other spectrum of choices, which is just like fucking double down, triple down, fucking hit your dog in the face.